The Infinix Zero X and the Infinix Note 11 Pro are the latest smartphones from Infinix that offers you lots of value for money. The Infinix Zero X will cost you about 160,000 naira or $280, while the Infinix Note 11 Pro will cost you about 140,000 naira or $250. They both only come with a larger 8 gigs of RAM and a massive 128 gigs of storage, which are two major purchase decisions and can make it a little bit difficult to decide whether you should buy the Infinix Zero X or just save your money and buy the Infinix Note 11 Pro. In this video, I'll be showing you the important differences and similarities between the Infinix Zero X and the Infinix Note 11 Pro, so as to make it a little bit easier to make your choice. Both smartphones gives you a complete unboxing experience, from the elegant looking packaging to having all the needed accessories. The major difference is that the Infinix Note 11 Pro offers you a tempered glass screen protector, while the Infinix Zero X goes further to give you a more elegant protective case, premium earphones, an extended 2-year car care priority service warranty card, and a faster charger. This is nice hospitality from the Infinix mobile brand. Even though the Infinix Note 11 Pro has a beautiful frost matte reflective plastic finish with smooth scuffed edge design that strongly repels fingerprint smudges, you can't ignore the premium looking masterpiece and dual glass design of the Infinix Zero X with a reflective starry finish and the shiny plastic flat edges. Although the Infinix Note 11 Pro feels like you are holding a soft wool in the hands and gives you a firmer grip, while the Infinix Zero X on the other hand feels like you are holding a newborn baby with that succulent, smooth, oily skin. But you definitely need the protective case for a firmer grip. The Infinix Zero X has a slimmer, lighter and a more compact size, but even though the Infinix Note 11 Pro has a bogus size, it's still lightweight and slim enough for easy handling. Both smartphones have their volume buttons at the right side with a power button that doubles as a fingerprint sensor. There is nothing at the top of both smartphones, but I was expecting a noise cancelling microphone. To the left of both smartphones is the much needed triple card slot that houses 2 nano SIM cards with dedicated slot for SD card, and there is a red water protection rubber band, which is great. Finally, at the bottom side, both smartphones have the speaker, the convenient and durable USB Type-C port, microphone, and the legendary headphone jack. The Infinix Note 11 Pro has an advantage of a second dual stereo speaker located at the top earpiece, which produces a richer sounding experience. But the Infinix Zero X single firing speaker is also clear and loud enough. Both smartphones have a pretty fast-sized fingerprint sensor and fast face unlock security, although the Infinix Zero X struggles a little in the low light situations. One of the major differences between both smartphones is the display. The Infinix Zero X has a prominent AMOLED display with a Full HD Plus 1080p resolution and punchy colors. The 6.67 inches display size is also large enough for consuming media with an unobstructive center punch hole notch. On the other hand, the Infinix Note 11 Pro gives you a LCD panel with similar Full HD Plus 1080p screen resolution, and the larger 6.95 inches cinematic display size is immersive for an enjoyable viewing experience, also with an unobstructive center punch hole notch. If you decide to go for the Infinix Note 11 Pro, you are not missing out because you are getting the best mobile LCD panel with a high contrast ratio of 1600:1. Sometimes I can't differentiate between both displays except I put them side by side and look closely. Both smartphones gives you the luxury of a faster 120Hz screen refresh rate with even higher touch sampling rates, which makes animations, scrolling and navigating feel super smooth and very responsive. Well, if I want to nitpick, the Infinix Zero X has slightly smaller bezels, especially at the bottom, and also smaller center punch hole notch cutout, which is not a deal breaker. Thanks to the AMOLED display, the Infinix Zero X has an always-on display, and you can choose from a wide range of animations. Finally, for the display comparisons, both smartphones' display have some good amount of brightness, but the Infinix Zero X is noticeably brighter and can be viewed more easily under the sunlight. Both smartphones are powered by MediaTek's powerful gaming processor that have been proven to handle most heavy tasks at faster speeds. The Infinix Zero X is rocking the 12nm Helio G95 processor, while the Infinix Note 11 Pro is rocking the latest 12nm Helio G96 processor. Thanks to the larger 8 gigs of physical RAM and good software optimizations, both smartphones are great at multitasking. They can retain up to 7 heavy apps in the background memory for a longer period of time without reloading and without slowing down performance. Infinix also added 3 gigs of virtual RAM on both smartphones thanks to the memory fusion technology, which makes up to 3 lighter apps stay in the background even longer for a better multitasking experience. To top the speedy performance on both smartphones, Infinix also used a faster UFS 2.2 storage speed for quicker memory activity, which also means that even if you manage to fill up the massive 128GB storage, both smartphones will still perform at top speed. It is important to note that the Helio G96 processor in the Infinix Note 11 Pro only has a better CPU performance, as seen in this speed test comparison. But it's only a slight bump in speed, and you may not notice it except you take a closer look. As seen in this Geekbench scores, the Helio G95 processor in the Infinix Zero X has a much better GPU performance, and it noticeably translates to improved gaming experience because you can play COD with the highest graphics setting, while the Infinix Note 11 Pro only maxes out at medium graphics settings. They are both great gaming smartphones, but the Infinix Zero X will give you a much better gaming experience. The battery life on both smartphones are great even with 120Hz refresh rate, and this is thanks to the good optimization between the XOS user interface and the Android 11 software. You can get between 6 to 13 hours screen on time or more than a day's battery usage on both smartphones, depending on the screen refresh rate, workload, and screen brightness level. Here's my battery performance breakdown of both smartphones while using the mobile 4G data for the whole time of texting. Overall, I would say the 4500 mAh battery time in the Infinix Zero X is similar to the 5000 mAh battery time in the Infinix Note 11 Pro, because as expected, the AMOLED display gives the Infinix Zero X more battery time when you activate the dark mode. The Infinix Zero X has a whopping 45W fast charger that juices up the 4500 mAh battery within 1 hour 11 minutes, while the Infinix Note 11 Pro has an amazing 33W fast charger that juices up the 5000 mAh battery within 1 hour 34 minutes. There is simply no need for any battery anxiety because both smartphones gives you an awesome battery life experience with that sweet, convenient and durable USB Type-C port. The Infinix Zero X and Infinix Note 11 Pro are camera-centric smartphones, and Infinix has packed in lots of features to make your camera experience better. The Infinix Note 11 Pro packs a large 64MP main camera with 13MP 30x digital telescope zoom lens and a 2MP depth sensor. The Infinix Zero X also packs a large 64MP main sensor with an 8MP ultra-wide/macro lens and an 8MP periscope telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. They both have a 16MP selfie camera sitting majestically in that center punch hole notch, and the images produced are quite good except for the overexposure level in the portrait mode. The Infinix Zero X does a better job with the selfies as it is sharper and clearer. The Infinix Note 11 Pro doesn't have an ultra-wide-angle lens. Infinix photography keeps getting better, and I am impressed with the image signal processing thanks to the support from the capable Helio G95, G96 processors, because you will notice an increase in high dynamic range performance, but there's still more work to be done with the exposure levels, color accuracy, sharpness, and white balance. Although both smartphones have a pro camera mode that gives you customized access to extra professional features like shutter speed, white balance, autofocus modes, and focus points to help capture a much better image. The Infinix Zero X has the Super Moon 60x zoom mode that allows you to explore the universe, and the image quality is uploadable. The Infinix Zero X uses its 8MP ultra-wide-angle lens to take good macro shots with appreciable details. Super Night mode in both smartphones are okay for both selfies and rare photos, but the Infinix Note 11 Pro produces brighter image at the cost of lesser sharpness, while the Infinix Zero X produces sharper images at the cost of lower brightness. Hello guys, this is the front video camera test of the Infinix Zero X and Infinix Note 11 Pro. I'm currently shooting now in 4K, which is the max for the Infinix Zero X, and 2K, which is the max for the Infinix Note 11 Pro. Can you let me know what you think about the audio quality, and also how well does it do in noise cancellation? Thank you. When it comes to the video quality, both smartphones gives you a decent performance. You get the option to use the ultra steady mode in the selfie camera of both smartphones, but at 1080p resolution. The Infinix Zero S can capture up to 4K video resolution, while the Infinix Note 11 Pro is capped at 2K video resolution. But the Infinix Zero X has more video modes in the rear camera, like the smoother 60 frames per second, 5x telephoto with OIS, and ultra-wide-angle video, which makes it the better choice for the camera lovers. You also get the option to use the ultra steady video mode in the rear camera of both smartphones, but at 1080p resolution. Both smartphones also have slow motion mode, but the Infinix Zero X has a super 960 frames per second, although still at the standard 720p video resolution. The live focus or bokeh video mode on both smartphones is an interesting feature, but still needs some improvements. The new XOS 10 user interface in the Infinix Note 11 Pro has some new designs and features that makes it more attractive than the older XOS 7.6 user interface in the Infinix Zero X. Here are some noticeable design changes, but the most significant change is with the notification panel. Swipe down from the left to access notifications and swipe down from the right to access the control center. You will notice a change in the home screen setup with the box icons arrangement and new widget style. It is quite innovative of Infinix to have their own voice assistant, Folax, and it is quite smart and useful. Don't expect too much from Folax because it's still in its baby stage. Here are some commands I was able to test out and I am impressed. Google pictures of zebra. Well, Infinix has successfully killed the stylus or X Pen in the Note series, but you still get to use the X Note app for some artistic drawings on the conveniently large display. I also like to point out that the haptic vibration feedback in the Infinix Zero X feels much better than the Infinix Note 11 Pro. We have come to the end of this comparison and here are my verdicts. Like I said earlier, both smartphones have good value for money. If you are just an average user that wants a good display, good camera performance, good gaming performance and a large form factor, then the Infinix Note 11 Pro is great for you. But if you want that powerful gaming performance, amazing feature-packed camera experience, premium AMOLED display and a smaller form factor, then go for the Infinix Zero X. Kindly like this video, share this video and follow me for more reviews and more comparisons like this. Thanks so much for watching. Remain humble and stay safe. Bye.